Hey guys, today I'm going to do a really natural look. I'm not going to be doing anything today, so I don't really need to get all fussy. I'm just hanging out with my kid today, probably cleaning. So I'm just going to do something really quick. So if you are interested in seeing this, let's get going. First, I am going to start with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I really like this stuff. It's kind of moisturizing, but it gives you a really good glow to the skin underneath of your foundation. It's so pretty. If you can see, it just leaves a little bit of a glow on your skin, and this is before you even put any highlight or anything on. So this is kind of my quick go-to makeup look. I need to get out the door kind of quick. I'm just gonna give that a minute to sink in. I'm just kind of press that in my beauty blender to make sure it's all sunk into my skin. And next I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade 00 Light Natural. This is a kind of a drugstore gem, I guess, if you will. I heard about it from a couple of people. The first time I heard about it was when I was watching a video from Melissa. She does a lot of hair tutorials, and if you haven't seen her channel, you should go watch it. She's great. But she referenced Tati and how Tati uses this and her skin looks so perfect. And that's actually how I found all of Tati's videos. And I love me some Tati. And so does my 3-year-old. When Tati comes on, here comes Emmy. She's running in to watch the video too. I told Emmy last night, by the time she's old enough to actually do makeup, she is gonna know the ropes just from watching all the videos that Mama watches and learning tricks from there. So I just really like this foundation. It feels like, makes your skin still looks like skin, but some good coverage there. Now that that's blended, I'm going to go in using another drugstore gem. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is the shade Fair. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes, kind of take it down, cover up any darkness right here in the forehead to kind of highlight. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so, and anywhere I might just want a little extra coverage. And then just blend that away. You can hear my dogs fighting in the background. I've got 2 beagles, and they like to roughhouse all day long. So, this is my life. If it's not the toddler, it's the beagles. One is just a year old, and the other one's probably 13. We don't really know because we got her as a rescue dog. So we don't know how old she is. There's no telling how old she is. So next I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender into a little bit of the No. 7 Perfect Light setting powder and just kind of press that in underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I have kind of dry skin, so I find that using a damp beauty blender kind of makes it look a little less cakey under here. Kind of take it up on my eyelid just so I can have a nice base for when I go to put my eyeshadow on. And this is the powder I used. You can find this at Target. I know Ulta used to carry it, but they stopped carrying it. So you can definitely get this at Target. So then I just take a kind of a dense brush that kind of has this side to it, and I tap into my powder. And instead of swirling it, I just kind of tap it into my skin to set my foundation. Just kind of push it in. Like I said, my skin is a little bit dry, so I don't need it to look cakey at all through the day. And I feel like this does a really good job of setting everything without giving me that cakey look. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer, and I am using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. I've only seen this at Walmart and on L'Oreal's website. I haven't seen it at Target or CVS or any of the drugstores. So if you want to get your hands on this, it's a big pan. I think it was maybe around $10, and you get a lot of product for 10 bucks here. I mean, I'm gonna kind of grab this brush here, swirl it in, tap it off, and then add some bronze to my cheeks. A little bit on my forehead, down the sides. And because I'm kind of a fair complexion, the normal bronzers that you would buy just looks way too dark on me. So this one actually comes in shades, and this is for fair, light skin. And I feel like it does a really nice job. So then I'm going to go in with blush. And for that, I'm going to use this. I got this winter at Sephora. It was $16. It's the Sephora Winter Flush Palette. And you get this many shades. It's been well loved. And I really feel like for $16, this is a great deal. And the colors are pigmented and nice, and they give you, like it says, a really nice little flush. So I just put that on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is shade 3 and 4. They don't have names, they're just numbered. And then after that, I'll do a little bit of highlighter, and I'm telling you what, this stuff here is the cheapest, most awesome highlighter I think I've ever used. I love ColourPop highlighters, the Super Shock Cheek highlighters. My favorite shade is Lunch Money. But this I got at Ulta, and it was like $3.99, I think. I mean, I just don't know how you can really beat that. The shade is 10, Be My Highlight. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, tap it off, go a little bit here on my cheek, top of my cheekbone. I go around and a little bit above my eyebrow. Do a little bit on this side. Do the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, and then right here on my Cupid's bow. And then what I kind of do is I take a larger fluffy brush and I just kind of go over and buff out any hard lines. Got it a little too strong on this one side, so I just kind of want to buff that out. You can always add a little bit more at the end if you need to, but you don't want to have too much to begin with, and I went a little overboard there. So let's buff that out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my eyes. Now, since like I said, I'm not going anywhere today, I'm not doing anything crazy, so I'm just going to do something kind of natural. And I got a new little thing from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I just can't wait to use it anymore. So I'm going to use it today. I'm going to do something really basic. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And I'm going to go in with probably this shade right here. This is Nectar. And it's just a really soft, not too white, but not like peach either shade. And just add it all over my eyelid. And then I'm going to take the shade Georgia right here. Right here. It's a real soft kind of pink color. Really soft pink, really pale. And I'm just going to brush that into the crease. So pretty. I love this shade. And even if, you know, you're just really not wanting anything crazy. You could really put these two colors on, throw on a little bit of liner, and be done for the day. Just so pretty. And I love this palette. It's been a long time since I've owned a Too Faced palette, and I'd seen so much hype about this one, and I really was like, I don't know if I really want to go that route. But then I got some gift cards for Christmas, and I bought it, and I don't know why I waited so long. I just absolutely love this palette. I use it at least 2 or 3 times a week. So pretty. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for actual powder. Now, I got this, like I said, at the 21 Days of Beauty sale at Ulta, and these are normally $24, so I got this for $12. And this is the Butter London Glazen Eye Gloss, and the shade is Moonshine. So this is, the texture of this is like kind of like pudding, so you have to keep it closed up really tight. But look at this shade, it's so pretty and so glittery. And from what I've heard, once you put this on and it dries down, you are good to go for the day. It's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna try that today, and I'm gonna see how this really holds up. So here goes nothing. I'm just gonna throw it all over my lid. Ooh, boy. That is shimmery and so stinking pretty. I love it. I love it. I got another shade, and then I came home and realized after I opened it that it was more of like a rose gold, and I was looking for a champagne color. So what do you have to, I mean, I gotta get back online and order it while it's on sale for $12, so it should be coming soon. But wow, I don't know if you can see that, but it's so sparkly and pretty. But I gotta get this lid back on here really tight so that it doesn't dry up on me, because that's the one complaint I have heard about this, is that if you don't close it up tight, it dries up quick, and then you're done and you can't use it anymore. So now for liner, I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I heard about this from Jam Beauty. I know she's like a big fan of this NYX Epic Ink Liner, and she's one of my very favorite YouTubers to watch because she's just so down to earth, and she doesn't really do tutorials, but she does, you know, makeup videos where she reviews things and does hauls and stuff like that, and I just love to watch her. She's just so real and down to earth, and she's from Indiana, I'm from Indiana. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta watch it. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my eyeliner off camera and my brows as well. It's just, you would be really bored watching that. So the next thing up is mascara, and I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I got a little sample of this when I bought some CC cream, and I love this stuff. So when this is gone, I'm gonna have to repurchase this. I love it so much. I just feel like it lengthens and it gives a lot of volume, and it lasts all day. It doesn't get all crumbly like some mascaras do, and I just love it. Now, if you need a good drugstore mascara, my favorite is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That stuff is 100% comparable to Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's one of the best. Like, I just don't think you can go wrong with some of the drugstore mascaras right now. And I mean, if you don't have to pay $24 for mascara, why do it? Just go ahead and spend a whole lot less and use that other money for shoes or purses or whatever else you love. Next, I'm gonna do lipstick, and I'm gonna go in with Milani's Color Statement lipstick. It's really creamy. I'm not about the matte lip. It just doesn't look good on me. It makes my lips look like dried up raisins. It's just not pretty. So I always try to go with something a little creamy, and this is one of my favorite formulas. It's in this gold packaging, and it's really pretty. Has the color at the end, and this color is number 25, Naturally Chic. And I know I probably should, but I never use a liner, ever. Just try to clean it up that way a little bit. And then I'm going to add on top one of my most favorite things from the drugstore ever, NYX Butter Gloss. It's $4 a tube. Beautiful and so soft, so pretty. Get yourself some of this. You will not regret it. My favorite shade is Angel Food Cake, but I like to use this. This is the color Creme Brûlée, and I just like to kind of throw it on top of, you know, darker lips to kind of soften it up a little bit. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a setting spray, and this is the Smashbox Primer Water. It's not necessarily a setting spray, but it says you can use it for setting. Most people use this on their face as a primer, but it just doesn't work that well for me like that, but I do really like it as a setting spray. So here it goes. That's when I like to go back and add maybe a little bit of highlight or blush where I think I need it. So I'm going to go back into this essence. And then I'm going to throw in just a little bit more of that Sephora blush. And there you have it. That's my completed look for the day. This is I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be sitting in the pickup line at school at 3 o'clock. Make sure you hit subscribe. I'm just a stay-at-home mom that loves makeup. And there's so much negativity in the world that I feel like if you find something you love, you might as well share it. So just do what you love. Do you. You do you. Here's the completed look. If you can see my eyes are maybe a little too shimmery for an everyday look. But either way, I love it. I love it. And this is kind of how everything turned out.